welcome to Living With. I'm your host, Katrina Smith. And on today's show, I'll be talking to an author of the book, Here I Am, Jennifer Beilis. Hello, Miss Jennifer, and welcome to Living With. I'm your host, Katrina Smith. Thank you for being on the show. I have some questions. If you don't mind answering them for me, please.
Sure.
Hey, what is your disability?
My disability is Meniere's disease. I'll spell it again. M like Mary, E-N-I-E-R-E apostrophe S. Meniere's disease, which is vertigo, and what that means is headaches, nauseousness, and dizziness, and it's terrible.
Okay. How does your Meniere's affect your everyday life?
Well, I do get a lot of limitations from having Meniere's. It makes me upset. I stopped driving a car many years ago. I can't really stand on my feet too long. That affects that. I can't go on, like a bus, a car. It's hard to go in a car. I can't drive anymore. But I can sit in the car a very limited amount of time. Not that easy for me. I can't go on a bus or a train or a boat or plane. That would make it 1,000 times worse. Let's see. A lot of people, they couldn't care less. They only wanted, be in the fast lane. I can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, with jobs, for example, it needs to be out in the dark with the limitations for a lot of different positions because they don't drive a car. Sometimes they want you to work in the dark, even with teaching, which I think is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
For example, their symptoms of being exasperated from being in the dark. And also when they have steps, they don't know what elevators are or could care less to know what one is or help me with steps. But the thing is that I turned around and I did work for many years. I did retail, and then I also did, I was a teacher in a college, an administrator, and then I turned it around when I lost my job. Then I became a published author. So that way I'm trying to learn working from home, which is very difficult because you have 100 chores, and I get very fatigued and trying to boost my business because I also do motivational disability awareness seminars. So I try to turn it around to a positive to set examples for other people to make change.
Okay. What helps you stay motivated when you feel frustrated?
Motivates me when I'm frustrated. It's a very difficult thing when Meniere's happen, so I try my best to limit my stress, which is not an easy thing. I have to go back and relearn it all, just like I preach it all day long to rest and have less stress. And I do enjoy spending time with family and friends. I do agility, which is, weaving with the poles, with my dog, and also mimicking it inside. I do physical therapy to try to help myself with the symptoms from that. And I'm trying. I have to relearn how to take breaks and not keep working so hard.
Okay. What inspired you to write a book about your disabilities?
Well, I was writing it in piecemeal about different losses in my life, and so I started writing. And first of all, in the last 5 years, I lost my grandmother and my father within less than a 2-year period, and for me, that was a horrible thing. And but I tried to gain a lot of strength from it, not easy, but I felt that was a healing thing for me to write about my losses, and then I wrote about my different disabilities, and I wanted, the purpose of writing Here I Am is to help other people. They don't have to have a disability, but to help other people with introspective questioning to make changes in their lives. And also my thesis in graduate school, NYU, New York University, was to that people with disabilities can go to work and school and adaptive devices. I mean, it depends on the level of the disability, of course, depending on how much somebody could achieve.
Okay. Did you have a support group?
You mean like my family and friends, or a regular support group?
Family and friends?
Yeah, my family makes me supportive. My husband is supportive of me. And also another thing which surprised me is that when I wrote the book that I made friends all around the world. And, and that's another thing about Here I Am is that it's about bonding together and finding support.
Okay. What is the most misconception about your disability?
What is the what?
The most misconception about your disability.
What's the hardest thing? Is that what you want to know?
Yes.
The hardest thing for me, I think, was accepting that all the things that I can do, like in a serenity prayer, and trying to make a difference in the things that I can do, which is very difficult because I have to rely on a cab or my husband, and there's no jobs anyway out there, but I find it hard because I want to do other things and run around, and then I get so fatigued and I have to try to schedule breaks.
Okay. How has your disability affect your way of seeing other people living with different disabilities?
I don't understand the question.
How does your disability affect your way of seeing other people living with different disabilities?
Oh, other people? Well, I've always, had hearing loss most of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And then as I started getting different disabilities myself, but then again, even before that, I've always had disability sensitivity. I've always run motivational disability awareness. I'm always the kind of person to get up and say, you can't treat somebody like that. That's not very nice. Or, you have to fight for your rights in a nice way. I always try to help the other person, whether they have a disability or not. But if they do, I try to help them guide the person if they want it. Sometimes, you have to ask somebody, do they want help? Sometimes you just have to play a little listener role.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How would you motivate other people to come out and talk about their disability?
Well, I find that giving an openness about me with my different things, then they start talking about themselves, and then trying to motivate the other people to make changes in their lives. If, for example, when I have a motivational disability awareness seminar in real life, let's say I'm in the library, and the people talk about their different things. Sometimes I know in advance, what their different disabilities are, and sometimes I don't. And then I try to, for example, with mental health, if I know there's a lot of people coming with that area, then I'm going to, center it towards that. If I know, I have people who want to make changes, or people with hearing loss, it depends on the situation, but you want to try to get people to open up, because that way you kind of when you try to help other people, you're helping yourself, really.
Okay. Can you share what your book is about and where people can find it?
Sure. My book is Here I Am is about people making introspective changes, whether they have a disability or not, to be able to go out there and make changes. A lot of my fans have done so many wonderful things. They've gotten married or divorced or changed jobs, and the courage to make all these changes in their lives, or going through cancer, and also happy and good times too. So the book is essential about my hearing loss, talking about me, and then all the different disabilities. And I want to, and I talked about mental health, disabilities, advocacy, education, employment, on how to be centered for you or for your child, because the disability has to match. You can't just go into a special ed meeting unprepared. You have to know how to say and how to approach them. It's very important. So basically, how to reach me to buy my books, you can contact me at Jenny, JENNY, and then these are numbers 08520 at AOL.com, and put Here I Am in the subject line. Or you can go to my Twitter account, there's a number sign, and then my name, Jennifer Beilis, or LinkedIn, you could find on there at my name. Or on Facebook, I have a Here I Am account. It's www.facebook.com/Jennifer.Beilis.9. And I also have a website, www.hereiamjennifer.com. So there's quite a lot of ways to keep in contact with me.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to tell our audience?
Well, basically, I just want to keep on going, and we keep rediscovering myself also with new. I always try, like every couple months, I don't get stagnated, to keep it fresh, to think about my financial, my social, psychological, all the different aspects in life, and try to make changes and things. Very important to be able to think of, okay, I have these issues, and what can we do about them? Try to make at least 5 different ways you can handle a situation before you go into it, or even after the situation, and how you could deal with it better next time.
Okay. Wish you good luck.
What?
I wish you good luck.
Did you get lost?
No, good luck.
Oh, good luck.
Yes.
Thanks.
And,
it's not an easy job.
And thank you for being on the show. That's all the time we have for today.
Okay.
Thank you and happy holidays.
Okay, well, this will be on the computer for everybody to see?
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your time, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday as well.
You too. You'll catch it. Bye. If you or someone you know is living with a disability, we would love to hear your story.